We were in a night vigil. It was midnight. During this night prayer, when Brother Timothy was leading the intercessory prayer about our country, the Republic of Gabon, I saw a grey ball, which was filled with all kind of biting insect, which were wicked spirit. These insect that were demon were continually uttering curses against our country, the Gabon. These curses were materializing and entering the soil. The Lord told me, "Anne, this is the reason why your country has no grace. Impure spirit are uttering curses continually against this republic. It's your ancestor that were in wizardry that invited these insect demons, that are continually cursing your country. I am not unable to save your country. I am warning from time to time, but no one listened to my warning. That is why you must pay the price in prayer and consecration. It's thanks to your intercessory prayer that I will bring down the pride of the Prince of Darkness that ruled your country. Anne, come and see this." Then the Lord took me to the largest river of our country, I mean at the meeting place with the Atlantic Ocean, our national river that is called Ogwu, the main river that crossed the country. When we got at the meeting point of the Atlantic Ocean and the national river, the Lord said, "Anne, the name of your national river is actually the name of a prince of darkness. It is a name of demon. Your ancestors named the national river in honor of this demon. It is actually this prince that caused your ancestor to name the river in his name for her honor. Anne, behold the prince that rule your country." I was suspended many meters above the meeting place of the river and the ocean. When I looked down in the national river, I saw a principality, difficult to describe. He was really long, he had long legs and long arms, he had the likeness of a huge robot that is put together. He was dark gray with red eyes. Around him were evil spirits that look like dolls, but they were alive. The Lord said this entity is the principality that rules all the water spirit that operate in the territory of the Republic of Gabon. After witnessing the prince and territorial spirit that rule my country, the Lord said, "Anne, come and see." The Lord took me to underworld inside the earth. I could not see anything because the darkness was intense and thick. The Lord said, "Anne, wait a little bit and you will see." When I waited, I began to feel the underworld shaking and trembling as if there was an earthquake. I could not understand what was happening. Very quickly I saw that I was before a massive and giant prince of darkness. Whenever this prince of the underworld was moving, the interior of the earth was shaking like an earthquake because he was huge. It is when he had moved that I saw his shape. He was mingled with the land. In order to clarify my saying, I mean that this prince of demon looked like one of the cartoon and superhero characters of the Fantastic Four called the Thing. The Thing is a superhero character that was made of stones. Those who have watched the movie Fantastic Four or the cartoon know what I am talking about. This prince of the underworld resembled the Fantastic Four character called the Thing. In fact, the prince of the underworld was identical to him. I was observing him, but he could not see me. The Lord told me, "This is the demon that influences people in homosexuality, lesbianism and pedophilia. He is a demon that received blood of ritual killing and sacrifice, which is a cult to him. The more people practice ritual sacrifice and give themselves to lesbianism and homosexuality, the more the prince get bigger and stronger, in order to continue to destroy humanity. He work in cooperation with the prince of the river that you saw, who rule your country. Both are great deceivers and liars." Then the Lord said, "Anne, come and see, let's go." Then the Lord took me to space in the air. At the entry of the second heaven, there was a large gate at the entry of this space kingdom. There were two humanoid demons guarding the gate of this dimension, standing on both sides of the gate. I saw that they also had animal feature. They had huge teeth and were dressed with military uniform. These were strange combat uniform and they held strange weapon on their hand. I was observing them, but they could not see me. Suddenly a strong wind began to blow and it opened the gate violently. These armed wicked spirit of the air were in panic, seeking to understand who was responsible for this wind. It was the Lord himself, but they could not see us, and after checking everything they closed the gate quickly. When this gate was opened, I was able to observe beyond the gate and saw this dimension in the second heaven. It was really a huge and massive kingdom, a world of its own. I saw that there were several realms in this kingdom, that were ruled by different entity, that were ruled by a female devil, called the Queen of Heaven, who is accountable to Lucifer. The realm or dimension where I saw the throne of the Queen of Heaven was in crystal, a blue sky crystal that shone and scintillated greatly. I saw that this goddess of space, called the Mother of God and Our Lady, was dressed in blue sky, exactly like the crystal precious stone that is the light of her kingdom. The Lord said, "Anne, I brought you here and I want you to be attentive, observe and listen, and bring to my people whatever you see and hear here, share to brother and sister so that everybody will understand the source of their hardship." I saw the Queen of Heaven addressing a gathering of demons in her crystal kingdom. He called a wicked spirit that hid the appearance of man and told him, "Bring me the register of the Republic of Gabon. I want to see at which level are the agents that I sent there with the assignment I gave them." I saw the demon rushing to a hall where I saw many records and registers of all the country of the world. I saw that all these register had black cover, names of these country were written in red, and there were flags of these country of the cover of these register. When the demon found the register of my country, he took it to the evil queen, and when she opened it, I got closer to her, for she could not see me, and I stood behind her on the side in order to read the content of the register of my country that she was flipping and browsing. When I was looking in the register, I saw a page where it was written, "Confusion in Revelation, fulfilled." I came to understand that in this register were missions of the Queen of Heaven that she sent her agents to carry out in my country. One of them was confusion in Revelation. In this register there were missions that were fulfilled but not all. As the Queen flipped the page, I saw the sentence, "Propagation of false revelation, and fulfilled," for her agents have been able to carry out this mission of propagating false revelation. When the Queen flipped another page, I saw it was written, "Destruction of true and authentic servant of God, and fulfilled." On the next page it was written, "Cancelling of sound doctrine, and in progress." On the next page I saw the inscription that say, "Destruction of youth, and fulfilled." On the next page I saw it was written, "Bewitchment of humankind, and fulfilled." I saw another inscription where it was written, "Rooting out and eradication of humankind in this territory of Gabon, in progress." The more the Queen of Heaven was flipping the page of this register, she came to the conclusion that many of the missions she gave her agents were not fulfilled, for they were in progress. As a result, she got into a black rage. As a result of her rage, the rod that she was holding caught fire, and she immediately summoned her high dignitaries and her faithful servant. These were a type of demon that does not work on the earth. They come to earth only in the case of emergency and when difficult situation arise. Most often they are deployed in operation against Christian that resist the action of the Queen of Heaven, and when they come they target the weakness of Christian. That's where they attack, removing the holiness of the believer in order to be able to carry out their mission, and then travel back to the second heaven. And when her dignitary and servant gather before her, the evil Queen of Heaven asked them, "Why is it that I am seeing so many operation and missions still in progress? They should have been completed. Why are so many missions not completed?" These demons had no answer to give her and were confused. They were agitating and murmuring between them, and others were pushing one another. It was really a mess. While this evil queen held the register of my country, a wind came and flipped the page of the register. I knew that it was the Lord who had flipped the page in order to show me something else, and when the page was flipped by the Lord, I saw an inscription that said, "Kill whoever does not align to the global religion, torture and torment whoever does not give in to the global currency, target essentially authentic Christian that have the fear of their God, not the one we have already defeated and conquered." I saw another inscription in the book that say, "Invent many religion to create confusion. In the coming years introduce new heresy that will lead all the religion of the world to form one world religion." I the Queen have all kind of heresy that will help bring all the religion together to form one world religion. The next inscription said, "Subjugate humanity by fair means or foul." The next point said, "Keep these Christian in a religious atmosphere and routine so that they won't realize that they have already cooled down, and that they are lost and deceived. They should not know that the Spirit of God have left them, and when their God leave them, since they will not know He has left them, I will appear to them in vision and dream, pretending to be their God, and they will be mine, because they fail to watch and pray. The Lord spoke in my ears and said, use all these points as a prayer point, and pray seriously, for I want to liberate souls in your country. That is why I have organized this prayer vigil. Be fortified, don't let anything discourage you. I let myself be found by those who seek me in spirit and in truth. You must pray, but remember I myself will fight for you. Then the Lord transported me back in our vigil prayer. I saw that it was 2 a.m. and he was there with us. I wanted to share this testimony with you, God people. Let us see what we can do after hearing this. What matter is that we must get closer to the Lord. For the time is short and time is finished. Let realize it. Let us be firm and keep our eyes on the Lord.